essay, 11.2 scores, and all the scores are being contributed to your writing. Let's see the scoring standards for essay. First is the content part. Content part means that you include each and every important keyword of the question in the template, in your answer. Let's say if I say, for
I
example,
love my tea.
shark is the most dangerous animal on the earth. Comment on this.
Like I saw that.
So shark is the most dangerous animal on the earth. So shark is important word, dangerous is important word, animal is important, and earth is important. Do you think is the most important is the most important? No, most is not important. So always you have to figure out all the important words from my questions are included in my answer. I'll show you how to play up with the statements in the portal. Next is form. Form is your word limit. It should be something between 200 to 300. If you write 199, you lose 2 points on form. If you write 301, you lose 2 points. You may lose more as well. It is just an estimate. So you need to stick with your word count, that is 200 to 300. Students usually ask me, ma'am, what is the best word count? Personally speaking, I wrote 252 words in my essay and scored 85 in writing, which means what I'm thinking is 240, 250, something is good. Don't aim, I'll write 290. When you aim, I'll write more, you make more mistakes. Okay. Okay, next is structure. Structure is already covered in the template, 4 different paragraphs. I think we've already given you 4 different paragraphs in the template, right? So you need not to worry about your structure. But please make sure that you don't write all the 4 different paragraphs in one paragraph. Distinguish well between the paragraphs by clicking 2 enters after every paragraph. I'll show you when I'll solve, okay? Next is grammar, which means your tenses. Your template is already grammatically correct. But only thing is when you fit in the statement, you need to worry that I'm all using the statement correct, which means sometimes there's a direct statement. You can directly write it in the template, but sometimes there's a statement with question mark. Then you need to reframe the statement. There you need to learn that all my statements are grammatically correct. Okay, I'll show you this as well when we'll practice. Vocabulary, you need not to worry about vocab. It is already covered in the template. Heavy words. Spellings, yes, this is the thing that you have to learn your template so that you do not make any spelling error there in the exam. If you make spelling errors, you get minus 0.5. Do you know that? So if you will make any error, you will lose scores. Linguistic range, you need not to worry. Complex sentences are already covered in the template. So which means you need to worry about your content, your form, and your spellings. Everything else is covered in the template. Okay. Next is, this is how your screen will look like. You'll be having instruction here. So instruction says that you will be having 20 minutes to plan, write, and revise an essay, which means for one essay, you'll be getting 20 minutes. If you're getting the second essay, you will get next 20 minutes. You will never get 40 minutes in total. Don't say that I will utilize 22 minutes on first essay and next 18 minutes on next essay. No, it will be 20 plus 20. Okay. And if you're getting the second essay, you can write the same template in the second essay. But the statement will differ according to the given question.
So if they give 2 questions, the exam duration would be 2 hours 20 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Your duration will also increase. It's very rare.
Yeah.
Okay. And you will write your essay here in the space given to you. So you need not to count your words manually. There's a counter on the top that will count the words for you. So always make sure that you don't go above 300 and you are not below 200. Okay. The task description is first 1-2 minutes, you will read the question carefully, that what is the statement on which I have to write? Is the statement having full stop? Is the statement having question mark? I'll tell you why I'm saying that you have to figure out, is the statement having full stop or is the statement having question mark? Next 10 minutes, you will type your template, which means all the 4 paragraphs that you will memorize, you will type there. Okay. Next 3-4 minutes, leave this. You will insert the question statement according to the given question. I'll teach you when we'll solve some questions. Next 3-4 minutes, you will proofread your essay, which means you will recheck your essay. Had I made any spelling error or grammar errors? Okay. So you will get minus 0.5 for every grammar error and spelling error. Clear? And always remember to write within the word count. The best word count is 240, 250. Clear, everybody? So far, I think there's nothing new that I taught. So, next. This is the first paragraph introduction. So, in the introduction, nowadays there's a spark debate discussed globally on a topic that you will write something here that I'll teach. Moreover, this has resulted in multiple reactions over time. You'll learn in the same way. This pink line, some consider it as a positive impact while others strongly consider it as a disadvantage, is optional line. This is optional line only for advantage and disadvantage essay time. Now, how do you know where I have to write advantages and disadvantages? Where I have to write problems and solutions? Causes and effects is very rare. You need not to use this. Will you use either advantages or disadvantages or problems and solutions? Now, where to use advantages and disadvantages and where to use problems and solutions? Let's say the topic is COVID-19. What you'll write? Advantages or disadvantages or problems and solutions? Problems and exactly. COVID-19 is not having any advantages. So here you will write problems and solutions. Let's say the topic is social media. What you'll write? Advantages and disadvantages. Clear? Let's say, for example, the topic is pollution. What are advantages of pollution, Shirdar? Yeah, pollution is not having any advantage.
For example, I had a question. I was doing one of the essays that the sports person have more salary than the other professions, and it shouldn't be like that. So
it is advantages and disadvantages. You will write problems and solutions only when you have a serious problem like COVID-19, floods, poverty, drought, pollution, something like that. Okay, Dory. Okay. So there you will write problems and solutions. Otherwise, in all the essays, you will write advantages and disadvantages. I got in the real exam essay was learning a new foreign language at school should be compulsory. I exactly wrote this same template and I wrote advantages and disadvantages because learning a new foreign language can have advantages, it can have disadvantages. So you will write problems and solutions only when you have a serious problem like COVID-19, droughts, floods, and something like that. Clear? Okay. So if you're writing advantages and disadvantages here in this line, you will write this pink line. If you're writing problems and solutions, you will not write this pink line. Clear? Okay. So don't worry about causes and effects. It is very rare. I have never seen such type of question in the portal as well, in the exam as well. So most probably we'll be writing this or this. If you're writing advantages and disadvantages, you will write this pink line. If you're not writing if you're writing problems and solutions, you will not write this line. Clear, everybody? Okay. Rest is the template that you have to memorize. Next is, to start with, there are many advantages or problems according to the first paragraph of the given concept, and each benefit or problem according to the first paragraph, whatever you have written in the first paragraph, and advantages or problems according to the first paragraph. Next, you will write disadvantages or solutions according to the first paragraph. And this last line is optional again. This is pink colored line, so it is again optional. Let's say till here my word count is already 250. So you need not to write this. Let's say till here my word count is 210 only. I will write this line so that I can reach 250. So you will write this line only when your word count is not reaching 250. Okay. So if you're already above 250 without this line, you need not to write this line. It is just to increase your word count. And this is the last paragraph conclusion. I don't think so I need to explain. You have to just memorize. Clear? Any questions so far? All good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly start with some examples. I'll start with a simple example, then we'll go to tricky ones. Okay. Let's say this, for example. Okay, good. So now what's your main statement? Main statement is always this one. Discuss, do you agree or disagree? What is your opinion? Is it good or bad is never your main statement. Your main statement is the main topic. Okay. Whenever your main statement is having full stop, always remember, whenever your main statement is having full stop, you can directly write that line in the template. But never write nowadays. It is often argued that some people argue that it is a common sense that I'll not include this in the answer. Okay. So your main statement will start from people till life. Okay. It is often argued that nowadays some people say that, some people argue that you will never write that. Okay. Now my main statement is having full stop, which means I can directly write this statement in the template. Okay. I'll copy paste the template, but you guys have to type there, right? So whenever you're writing, your cursor would be here. Press 1 enter, second enter. Yeah. Two enters. Hmm? 2 enters. So it usually is like you have to leave one line after every paragraph. If you press 1 enter, you will write this way, so you're not leaving any line. Yeah, you're not giving any space.
The words will be.
Yeah, they'll club together, so which means your form is not okay. You have to 4 different paragraphs. Clear? So always press 1 enter, second enter. Okay. So first 1-2 minutes, I told you that you have to read the question statement carefully. So I know my statement is having full stop. Next 10 minutes, you will type this template on the screen. Next 2 to 3 minutes, you will directly write the same statement here. That people spend too much time at work to the extent that they hardly have time for their personal life. Okay, so I wrote the same statement.
Can we copy inside the page?
Yeah, you can copy. There are some copy paste buttons, but personally I recommend don't use them, because computer recognizes that how many times you're using copy button and paste button. Personally, I didn't use them in the my exam, and I recommend you guys to not use them. Okay, so 20 minutes are enough. So just prefer typing yourself. Okay, so I will copy paste here just to save time, but you guys will not do. Okay, so first line, so I will write advantages or disadvantages, right? So which means I will write the second line. Advantages and disadvantages, not causes. So I will omit this, right? Everybody's okay with the first paragraph? Okay, to start with, there are many advantages.
Okay, I have a little question about the paragraph 1 at the introduction, and this introduction is a template, right? If I'm going to test, we need to copy the template to a test, right? For writing, because
So you
we need.
can't copy the template for writing, you have to memorize it.
Oh, okay.
You have to memorize it. I'm just copying it from PPT just to save time, because we have to do the next question as well. You have to memorize this all and you have to type yourself.
Okay, we need to remember all of structure about this paragraph, right?
Exactly.
For and this is 200, 250, right?
Yeah, 250, 240, something like that.
Yes, and spend 40 minutes, right?
No, 20 minutes for one question. When you memorize it, you will have that speed of writing.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I know. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the next one to start with, there are many advantages of the given concept. Each benefit can be explained with practical examples. Also, many people say that. Same line. Here, for example, a survey conducted by Cambridge University has proven that more than 40% of the participants acknowledge the advantages of. So now in the third blank, you will never write the same line. You will write just a few keywords of the question. Like few keywords can be advantages of work, advantages of personal life, something like that. It's 2 or 3 keywords. Clear? Let's say, for example, I write personal life. So in the third blank, you will always write some keywords of the question. Only keywords.
No sentence.
No sentence. Like
Second.
third blank.
Third blank. Okay.
Okay. Like I got learning a new foreign language at school should be compulsory. I wrote advantages of foreign language. Okay. On the other hand, after considering this notion, the disadvantages are more prominent, which are easy to understand. Many scientists argue that people spend too much time, same line, people spend too much time at work than their personal lives. Here also, this same line. Clear? So you can omit this line. If you want to write, you can. Clear? Let's say I know I have already memorized it, I will write it. So I'll submit. Yeah, here you go, 15 out of 15. I wrote this same template, thank you. I wrote this same template in my exam and I told you the statement as well. I was really very happy that I got the statement with a full stop. Okay?
Most of the time, full stops will come or question.
I don't know. I don't know. There is one tricky statement in the portal. I don't know yesterday any student gave me. That simple statement is okay.
Could be topic is like agree or disagree.
Yeah, there can be a number of options. Let's say you have this. You are given climate change as the field of study. Which area would you prefer? Explain why you pick this particular area of study and give an example in the area you pick. It is tricky, yes? So,
Climate change.
just let me copy paste the template we did now. This is my template, okay? Now you need not to think that which area I should pick, geology, meteorology, or something like that. Don't think that. Always think how I can give a simple statement to the computer. So how I will play with the computer now on a topic that climate change is a good field of study.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just giving one line. Okay, I'm playing with line. Good field of study. Clear? Each benefit can also, many people say that. Same line. For example, a survey conducted has advantages of climate change. Okay. On the other hand, after considering this notion, the disadvantages are more prominent. Many scientists argue that. Same line. To explain the same in more detail, it is clarified by them that, again, same line. That's okay. Yeah, no problem. Until and unless you're above 200, it's all okay. Yeah. Still good? Okay. So you can always submit. Yeah. Cool.
Can I take photo?
Yeah, why not? Okay, when only thing is you have to play with the statement to give a good line to the computer that is not having any grammar error. Okay. Okay, now we'll do with the next type of question. We'll go with next type. Sometimes a statement is having number of statements in it. Let me find. I was doing 2 or 3 days before. Okay, like this. It is often argued that studying overseas is overrated. There are many scholars. This is one line. There are many scholars who study locally. That's the second line. Travel is or is not a necessary component of qualified education. Third line. Do you agree or disagree? You are saying this statement, right, Sneh?
Yes.
Agree or disagree? Clear? So now I can't just write one statement in all the 5 blanks. I told you in the starting, you will not get the content scores if you're not mentioning every important keywords. If let's say I simply write this one line in all the 5 blanks, will I get the full content? I'm missing these words. I'm missing these words. Now, so Marcella, they will mark you on both British and in American as well. So you need not to worry about that. I have to write in American or British language. They will automatically mark on both in the test. Okay. So you need not to worry about which type of language to use. So let's say my first statement is having full stop. So need not to worry. My second full statement is having full stop. Need not to worry. But my third statement is having question mark, which means they are asking us any question. Travel is or is not a necessary component of qualified education. If my answer is yes, I will say travel is a necessary component of qualified education. If your answer is no, you can say travel is not it. Okay. Now what I will do is, I think I need to copy paste again. Yes. Oh.
Notepad, maybe.
Yeah, I will put that. I was thinking of that. Would you believe I have solved each and every question on the portal?
Oh.
Okay. First topic, in the first blank, you will write the first line. But I told you, you will never write it. It is often argued that nowadays some people say that. So you will just write studying overseas is overrated. Yeah. To start with, there are many advantages of the given concept. Also, many people say that in the second line, you will write the second line. There are many scholars who study locally.
But here, who studied?
No, who study locally. So you will write the exact statement that is given on the screen. Don't make any changes in the statement, okay? So, advantages of, let's say, studying overseas. You can write anything, studying overseas, qualified education, traveling, whatever. Okay, on the other hand, after considering this nation, the disadvantages are more prominent. Many scientists argue that you will write. So Marcella, we have already given you this essay template in your WhatsApp chat. We have given you the document, but I have also recorded this lecture. If you need, I can send you the recording later. That travel is a necessary. Yeah, I'll send you Marcella after the class. Is a necessary component
qualified education.
To explain the same in more details, it is clarified by them that, again, you will start from first line. Okay. Studying overseas is overrated. Okay, Masala, no problems. Okay, Hudu and Masala, I'll send you the recording after the class. Clear, everybody?
For the game, like I
So you will start a loop. First blank, first line, second blank, second line. If you're having two statements, third blank keywords, fourth blank again, first line, fifth blank again, second line. Okay. So just don't stuck that ma'am told that we have to just write one statement. You are simply writing the first statement and my essay is done. Always remember that as well. That I told you include each and every keyword as well. Clear? Submit.
14 word. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. If anything above 200 is okay. But if you can reach 240, it is good. Clear? Yeah. Now, I'll give you one statement. You guys will tell me what statement you will give in the essay. Okay. And for sure, I will never give you a statement which is having full stop because it is directly same. I know. Do you want the picture? All good? Yeah. Okay. Let me give you any task that where you will tell me. Okay. Tell me this. You will say while others say as well?
No, it's like.
Okay, so what you can do is, I know this statement is having full stop, but still you can't directly use this because they're saying some people say this, others say this. So in the first blank, you will say, people nowadays must strictly follow the traditional culture. In the first line, first blank. In the second blank, you will say, no, while others say that no, modern people should adopt a new way of life. This is the second blank. Third blank, any keywords, you can say traditional culture, you can say modern people, whatever. And in the fourth blank, again the first line. In the fifth blank, again the second line. Yeah. So simply just don't go with the full stop and you're writing same, no. So in this statement, there are two statements. Okay. While others say that, some people say that you don't have to include that in your answer. It is often argued that some people say that, while others say that, some people argue that, it is often argued you will not include such type of words in your answer. Clear, everybody? Any confusion in the essay? All good? Salli? Okay.
But can we solve one with the problems and solutions?
I didn't get any topic with problems and solutions. If I will get, I will do it in the next class. Okay. It's very rare. Yeah. Clear?
So 90%.
Advantages and disadvantages. Yeah. It's very rare.
But mom,
Yes, Hudu?
for example, like the one you write in the first blank,
Hmm.
and you can write that one too in the third blank.
Yeah, you can write in that in the third blank.
And write the one in
No,
the second.
not in the third blank. Not in the third blank. In the third blank, you will just write some keywords. Some keywords like traditional culture, qualified education, traveling, social media, something like that.
Okay, but not full statement.
Not full statement. Not full. Full statement will not go in third blank. All of you write down on your template.
And the fourth one too, all the keywords too.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you please say again?
I mean the fourth one too. Just write only the keywords.
No. In the third blank, you will write keywords. In all the other blanks, you will write the full statement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's quickly move on to the next topic, that is summarize the written text. Again, important question, but really very easy question. I really like this question. Summarize written text. So the first question of your writing, important question as it is orange colored question, and you'll be getting 10 minutes for this question. You'll be getting 1 or 2, most probably 1. How many scores? Summarized written text 20.7 scores. Around 21 scores. So if you're getting only 1 question, this question is giving you 21 scores. Half scores are being contributed to your writing and half to your reading. Why half to reading and why half to writing? Because there's one paragraph on the screen. You have to read that paragraph and you have to write the summary of that paragraph in 1 line in the box given to you. That's why half scores are being contributed to reading and half to writing. Only 1 sentence. So they have clearly written here, summarize it using 1 sentence. If you're using the second full stop, like 2 full stop here, 1 full stop here, you will directly get 0. Because the computer says the task was to complete within 1 sentence. Why the second one? If you're using 2 full stop, which means 2 sentences. And the word count for this question is till 75 words. If you're writing 76, again 0. So you can, the best word count for this question is always write something between 60 to 70 words. I wrote 64 or 63, something like that. 60 to 70 words. Yeah, I've already explained this. Shilpa, can you quickly read the stages for me?
Step 1, write 2 or 3 sentences from the paragraph, preferably first and the last sentence. Suggestion, copy and type. Step 2, now connect them using the formula that is sentence 1, comma sentence 2, and make it 1 single sentence. Step 3, do not forget to check your word count. Last but the most important step is to recheck for typing errors.
Yes. So what is the formula for this? Always pick 1 sentence from the paragraph, sentence 1, comma, sentence 2, and full stop. Why I'm writing this capital and why I'm writing this lowercase? Because whenever we start a line, we always start with the capital letter. But whenever we are writing in between the line, it is always lowercase until and unless it is a proper noun, name of any person, name of any university, name of any country, something like that. Yeah. Let's say I wrote these 2 lines and my word count is still 50. Please don't stick that I have to just write 2 lines. You have to meet the word count that is something between 60 to 70 words. Always feel free to use 1 more comma and sentence 3. Okay, you can add 2 or 3 lines depending upon your word count. Clear? So these 2 will be in lowercase until and unless it is a proper noun. And full stop at the end. You will never use the second full stop. Don't forget to check your word count. Then only you can submit. There's no back button in PT exam. You can't say I want to recheck my answer. You have already clicked next, which means your answer is already submitted. Okay. There are some rules that you need to follow while choosing the lines. Never choose a line which is having a number like 1.1 million or billion, whatever. So point is the problem here. Computer don't know that it is a decimal. Computer thinks it is a second full stop. So you will get 0. If you can avoid taking the lines which are having numbers in it. I usually don't prefer taking lines like 1920. When I am having so many other good lines, why would I go with the line which is having a number in it? Okay. So if you can avoid taking the line which is having a number in it. But if you want to take number, you can take simple numbers, but not decimal numbers. Next rule is never take a line which is having short form like this. Mr. Dot. U dot S dot. Again, dot is a problem. Clear? If a line is having short form like this, WWW, you can take that because it is not having any dot. Third rule is any information that is written in inverted commas is not important for us. Don't write that. Any line which is having symbols like bracket, question mark, slash is equal to semicolon, exclamation, something like, don't take that. I don't want any symbols in my summary. Let's say a line is having 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 commas. You can take that. There is no limit on commas. So which means moral of the story is you will take a simple line which is just having commas in it. Nothing more. Clear? You need not to worry about these rules. These rules are not used now. So last rule is, whenever you start doing your summary, what is the first task you will do? First task is you will read the paragraph quickly. You will just skim the paragraph. You need not to worry about that I have to know the meaning of some words, nothing. You will just look which are the words that are being repeated again and again. Turtles, turtles, turtles. Eggs, eggs, eggs. What else? Turtles. Sea, sea. Okay, so there are three words that are being repeated again and again: turtles, eggs, and sea. Why I'm searching for the repeated words? Words that are being repeated again and again, which means they are important words. Let's say the whole summary was about internet, but I'm not having internet word in my answer. Is it a good summary? No, it is not. So you need to worry that whatever the words they are being repeated again and again, they are important words. I need to pick that line, or that lines which are covering all my words, which means I will pick those lines which will cover eggs, sea, and turtles here. Clear? You should at least have these words one time in your answer. Any questions, any doubts so far? Connector, no. So like students usually ask me this, like, can I use moreover? Can I use furthermore? So every connector is having their own usage. We use, however, when we give a contradictory statement, like something contrasting. So furthermore, when we give the additional information about the first line. Okay. In addition, when we give something additional information. So, but we never choose the lines according to the connectors, do we? No. So just comma after every line is your connector.
For example, like whenever I do something, I take one line from the intro itself, like the first paragraph of the first or second line, and the second line is always in the conclusion.
It hardly matters. You can choose any line. Like I do sometime I choose the first line from the conclusion, last line from the starting.
Mostly,
But
the length is long line.
la. So whatever you have to choose, it doesn't matter. You have to choose from the first paragraph, from the last paragraph. The line should be from the passage, and it should be according to the rules. You can't use like symbols or inverted commas lines. Okay.
So is there any content rule or like that in this part one, like custom?
Content rule? No, nothing like that. Word limit is there, but you never go above 75.
Step by, right?
It is checked by computer. There's no human involved in this. Yeah. Okay, Shana, I'll send you the video as well. Okay, let's quickly solve these questions. Let's say this. What are the words that are being repeated again and again?
Fish.
Plastic, plastic, fish, fish, microplastic, microplastic. What else? Fish. Material? Where's the next materials? Materials, yes.
So
Materials.
start of the second
Yes.
paragraph as well. That's the impact of these materials.
Yeah. What else? Plastics. Plastic is important. Fish is important. Microplastics and materials. Okay. Which line I should pick?
So first line we can take.
Can we take this? Young, some young till reproduce, because it is covering fish word, it is covering plastic word, and it is covering particles word. Particles is also being repeated, right? So I'm choosing the first line, not the first, second line. Some young.
So
Hmm.
what do you find in the first line is that apostrophe words?
Apostrophe words are okay. You need not to worry about apostrophe. Some young fish, I'm taking this, have been found to prefer tiny particles of plastic to their natural food sources, comma, effectively starving comma, next line. Now I have to cover the word microplastic still. And what else? Materials, right?
Yeah, that.
Let's say I write this line because microplastics is only in this line or in this line. But this line is having a lot of hyphens. I don't want that. So I can write this line.
The second paragraph, second line.
Second paragraph, second line. This one, yeah.
The small particle of plastic have been found in seabirds, fishes, and whales. which
Yeah,
follows
that
the
one.
PTE
Yeah, that's one.
Second
Which one?
Second paragraph.
Second.
Oh, okay.
line, second line.
This one,
Yeah,
small
yes,
particle.
yeah.
But I'm not having microplastics. No?
Oh, small particles of.
Yeah, but I want microplastics word. I want because microplastic is repeated 2 times. But I've already covered plastics and particles here. Plastics and plastic and particles. See? See my spellings. So I want to cover microplastics. So I'm writing this line. Okay. One hyphenated word is okay, but don't use hyphen again and again like here.
Yeah, so we cannot make change any at all.
No.
Okay, so for example, like instead of writing small particle of plastic, I can just say microplastic have been found in seabirds.
No. Whatever you have written there, you will write the same way. $30. Now I can write this line because I want to cover materials word, okay? Some particles.
Small particles.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, 58 is okay, close to 60 is okay. So you don't stuck that I wrote 60. Sometimes my line is finishing at 59 or 58, that's fine. Okay. But please don't stop at 40, 42, no. So something close to 60, 65, 70 is good. Because if I'll write more, I will for sure go above 70. Okay. Let's submit.
55 maybe, right?
Yeah, 55. Small particles of. If it is plastics here, you will write plastics. Sometimes this portal gives you the grammar error, but you will slide the same line as it is given on the passage. Yeah, exactly. You'll not make any changes in the lines. Comma, exactly. And full stop at the end. Easy? Okay, any confusion so far? Any question, any doubt? I'll just stop the recording because I'm done with the rules.